My name's Macaela Bennett, and I started coming to Trinity about a year and a half ago.
My name is Linsey Peterson, and I've been at Trinity for about a year and a half as well.
We were talking to Katie Evans one time, and she and I both have kind of crazy schedules, and so we had been talking about, oh, wouldn't it be great if there was a small group really early in the morning before we went to work? And so randomly we were in a conversation with Katie and said, hey, this would be great. It'd be really early, and neither of us love getting up early in the morning, but for small groups, and God, it's totally worth it. Since we have been going through our small groups, I have just felt so much more community, not only in our church, but in our place, and that Linsey and I both moved across the country. We were both kind of struggling to find our place, and people who we felt supported us, and people who we could support, and I think we both found that in groups, and it's almost like then a launching pad to find that other places of, we now have friends in this place, now we can go find them.
It became kind of a community thing as well, because we met not at our own home, but at a restaurant in Stamford. The waitresses who came every week, when we came every week, they would always say, like, why are you guys coming here still? And what's going on? And that was really cool too, to kind of be out in our community, and not in a super aggressive way, but just having that presence there for them to see us being committed to something too. I thought it was really cool, and we became friends with them too.
Oh, yeah.
They're really nice people.
And they were asking us, they're like, what book are you reading, and why are you guys discussing it? And they'd be walking around. One of our group members, the very first week, she was fielding some questions from our waitress. And we come back the next week, and the waitress is like, yes, Susan gave me a book. And so then she was reading it. And then another week, we gave a different waitress who we had a book, because she was asking us all sorts of questions about it. And so it was neat getting to meet in a public place, not to outwardly be like, oh, look at us, we're reading this book and talking about it, but it was just like a gentle way to include others that we may never have had that opportunity to say, hey, read this book to someone who we would have never met, and it points to the truth about Jesus. And so I think that was something we didn't even anticipate.
If someone is interested in joining a group, I think that's your prompt in itself. Join a group. I mean, if the Holy Spirit is put that on your heart, it's for a reason, I think. And there's just so much blessing in it that it sounds so cliche to say, but you just can't even describe it until you're in it. And the value of community is something that really can change your life, and you can change others' lives. I mean, even if you think, oh, maybe I've studied this before, I kind of feel like I've got this down. Maybe you're supposed to be there for someone else. Maybe they need to hear you speak your truth, and they need you to, give your experiences or something like that. So I think that for any stage of your walk with Christ, it's going to be a positive.